welcome to the Sternco channel. I am Stern, and today I wanted to show you some stuff that I've been working on, as well as go over a list of things that are going to be coming to the Sternco channel that I'm very, very excited about. I've been experimenting with talking with other players and just, you know, getting other people interested in what's going on here. And, you know, we've been accepting donations for different stuff, and we have some cool stuff coming. Some big changes to the channel, some collaborations that I'm very excited about. And yeah, I'll talk about it more in a minute. I do just want to go over some of the updates to my farm, because I know some of you do watch for the updates. I've expanded, as you can see, and I think I talked about that in the last episode, the short episode. I've expanded here. I've built this house here. I don't know if I want to build another, just because if I build another house, they're all going to be drawn here because of all the villagers in this area. I think if I keep a house here with that little farm, I may build a villager trap over here or something. But yeah, I want to make it so villagers want to stay here or here, and they may be shared between the two, walking back and forth. I don't want them over there, because that's where I have 1,000,000 villagers, and there's a skeleton. That's where I have 1,000,000 villagers. That's the infinite breeder. So that'll breed pretty infinitely. I don't want it just being surrounded by villagers, which is why I've also narrowed this off just to this one pathway. Hopefully they'll get stuck on like this fence here and then eventually come back, rather than, you know, going here. So yeah, there's that. The infinite breeder's doing well. I actually think I have, let me see how we're doing in here. I'm gonna kill that skeleton up there real quick. 2 birds, 1 stone. Where is he? Oh, did he fall? Great! Even more birds with less stones. They're doing great. Again, this is all run off of stuff below. Oh, there he is. So this up here does help, but it's mainly the like 4 stories of stuff happening underneath. And you can see they're in amorous mode. So I'm going to leave them alone. Let them be. But yeah, so if we come back down here, I do want to check on my other villager trap and see how that's doing, because it was working very well earlier. Yeah, I actually came by earlier and they were all clustered right here. And now they're not, which is good. Because before, if you remember, I had just 30 or 40 villagers clustered right here. I built this trap so that when they do come this way, they'll actually get stuck right here, and it works really, really well. I've also built some different kinds of traps in these buildings. I don't know if I put one. I did. I put one in here. This one's not working quite as well, so I may end up taking it down for the doors. This building's doing well despite not having a trap. This one here does very well. As you can see, it's captured a couple villagers, which is good, because if they are in amorous mode, the likelihood of them breeding is going to happen really good right there, since they're in such close proximity. They'll find one another very quickly. But yeah, that's what's going on here. I'm going to check my other trap. I forgot. I have another one over here. See how that's doing. Now, this one over here was actually, excuse me, was actually a really good one before, and it's not now. I think it's because they've moved over to that building, which is, I consider all this info successful, because it means that they're moving around. The fact that I've made no changes, at one point they were all in that building, then they were all in this building, they've moved over here, at one point they were all trapped here, now they're back here, and I have some wandering around aimlessly. That tells me that this is a successful farm. I don't want to make any more changes to this area, really, which is why I'm expanding outward, is because this seems to be doing it really well. Like, the fact that it's nighttime and I have villagers still out and about is good, because that means that there's enough that this building is classified as full, and this building is probably classified as overcapacity, because some get trapped and then some will wander in without the programming. The programming of them wandering will be overridden, but will override the program of them looking for a building, which is good. So yeah, that's going on here. I also want to talk about some of the stuff that's happening in the future while I kill this guy. For the future of the Sternco channel. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from admins, mods, and just staff in general on talking about things that need to be talked about and being just a good overall channel for Hello Miners. And I'm very appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of the news. So, you know, that's just one thing, is hopefully that evolves into something. Hopefully I can become the official channel of Hello Miners. I don't know. I'm not keeping my fingers crossed. Like I've said before, I'm here to help the server. I want to help people see how cool of an economy server this is. The fact that I can have a really nice bell, which is my money, as well as have fun out here in the wild. You've seen the other cities that I've gone to, like Warp C. I actually have some friends who've just bought really good plots in Warp C, and we're going to see if we can do anything with that together. And yeah, we're very excited for future endeavors like that. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that, but that's going on. I also have, let me just see if I got back. Yeah, cool. So I am able and allowed to talk about that. I'm also working with some of the events team on an event that's coming up that I'm very excited for. I've created some mobs, some custom mobs that are going to go in there, and experimented with them, and I'm very excited. These have been some mobs that I was working on with Arctic back in the day, before I left, when he was kind of in charge of that. And then, you know, Dr. Stephen Strange on the server has really helped kind of solidify, oh, this is still wool, has really helped kind of solidify those into something that we can hopefully potentially see on the server soon. And he's actually taken my idea and said, you know, hey, this idea is really good, it's really awesome, what if we did this, 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 and this? And I'm like, that makes it 10 times cooler. So I'm very, 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 very excited to see where that stuff can go, as well as far as those events. We've also talked about other events and event ideas and how to change up the formula and the equation, and it seems like those are working very positively as well. So I'm excited to see where that can go too. What else? What else has been going on that's going to come to the channel? Oh, a lot of collaborations. I have people who have been on YouTube as Hello Miners YouTube people back in the day who are saying, hey, I'd love to collaborate with you and possibly revive channels that haven't been up and running for a bit, and people who want to get those back going. So I'm very excited that I can be a part of that and collaborate with those people. So look for some of your oldies but goodies being on this channel, as well as other players who are newer and say, hey, I have a really cool project I want to show you. Such as, he's not newer, but Mr. Pumpkins is going to be showing us and giving us a private tour of his Disney World based theme park, which I keep on saying I'm very excited, and I'm sorry about that, because I know it's just nightmarish to your ears to hear that 1,000 times 1,000. So I'm ecstatic to be able to get the opportunity to get these private tours, like with Richie's facility, and then with Mr. Pumpkin's theme park, and then collaborate with some very talented individuals who are kind of in the same world of making videos like I am. I've gotten a lot of donations and people who say, hey, we just really want to help, we appreciate what you're doing, whether that be from staff members or just players. I do appreciate that, and it helps the channel grow. It helps me get new stuff. I don't want to sound like full of myself, or to be beggy, but the more money that's donated, the more opportunities that I have, and the more opportunities that I have in the game, the more cool stuff that you get to see. So yeah, I'm gonna hop in my private helicopter here. I'm just kidding, it's not mine. I wish it was. But yeah, I can't tell you how much that I appreciate all the support and the opportunity to collaborate both with staff on events coming up, and then with players on their private ventures that they want me to be a part of and want to show me exclusive looks at. So I'm ecstatic. I'm over the moon to be able to do this cool stuff. So thank you. And if you are looking at starting a Hello Miners YouTube channel, I say do it. You know, have fun. I started it because I thought, hey, this is going to be fun. This is going to be something different. I saw a lot of people making Hello Miners YouTube stuff, and it was always like reports or, hey, here's my review of the server and stuff like that. And I thought, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do one that's just 100% just for fun for me. I've stumbled once again across Richie's massive facility. But yeah, I wanted to do something different, and I'm glad that I could. I'm glad to see that it can become something to the server, whether to admin or just to players who say, hey, this is something really cool. So there are some big changes coming to the channel, some big changes coming to what we're going to show you. Cosmo Bay has given me a plot that I can play with and mess with just because I do the channel. So I'm ecstatic about that I get that opportunity to basically play with this plot and see what I can do with it and show you guys how a business has grown from a private city. And basically say, okay, this is where most people start out. I just hit my microphone. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear that. But yeah, stuff like that. Where like, hey, here's what happens when you're new and you get a new plot in a city, or when you're an older player and you go to a private city and how that functions and how that's different from a government city, the positives and negatives. In my opinion, I think there's a lot more positives to it. As a person who's run several successful cities, as well as built several successful shops in successful cities and etc. Oh, well, what was the point then? You know, it's something that I hold near and dear. I want to go on the thing. That I hold near and dear as being able to show you guys how that works. So I'm going to be showing you A, a couple really cool facilities as I've been doing before, B, showing you how to play the game and kind of your end goal, I should say, as a player in the game, owning cities, owning shops, making profit, getting Baltop eventually, hopefully. Well, hopefully I'll be able to show you what it's like to have the most money in the server, but I guess that's 80% up to you guys and the donations that come from that. But yeah, if you join the server because you saw this video or you saw a video from me, let me know when you hop on. I'd love to talk to you and see, you know, hey, what is it that from my videos that drew you to the Hello Miners experience? What is it that made you want to do this? But yeah, I'm very appreciative of the fans and of the critics therein. So that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is going to go up on the forums. I'm actually making a new forum topic specifically for videos. Again, just because I want to clean it up. I think the one that I have before is kind of choppy and just has a million videos and is really hard to get through. So I think what I'm going to do is change that. Oh, I should show you guys how the forum works at some point as well, so that way new players can see that. Is this a real person? This is not a real person. That's spooky. Never seen that. Oh, look, it's another one. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate you. And yes, Super Magical Play. I'm probably going to do some Iron Ball stuff in the future as well. And bye.